Can you hear me? I think it's waiting for the scheduled live to start. Hello. Hi. Hey, Eva. Hey, Trisha. Hey, Chantrice. How are we? Hey, Sue. Hey, Teresa. I am hey, Heather. In my comfy crochet chair, which I don't think I ever really showed you guys. I don't think I've done a live since I got this chair, actually. Hey, Felicia. Sorry if I keep moving. I am. Hey, Nathalie. Hey, Cindy. I am watching. The live chat's so small on my phone that I'm watching it on my TV behind my phone, and it's like delayed. So, hey, Alyssa. Hey, Kathy. How is everyone? Oh my gosh. It's been forever since I have done a live. Trisha, that sounds beautiful. And congrats on the grandson. That's so exciting. I don't have any grandbabies yet, and I'm okay with that for now. I am making, which after the live I can drop it below, but I'm making Nanashooknook's rubber ducky. I use her, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm kind of far away from my phone. But I'm using her, it's Bubbles, the Ducky keychain size, but I'm using jumbo yarn. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Randella. Hey, Leslie. Okay, good. You can hear me. Hi, Paula. So usually Friday nights are my very exciting go to Walmart and go out to eat night. But today it's after 8 inches ish of snow and sleet on Sunday. We got another 5-6 inches today. So like I got off work early and came home around noon because the roads were getting so bad. And so I went to the dollar store yesterday and got some food for the weekend. So we just decided not to venture out. Heather, it's an exciting Friday night. It's a little different than it used to be. Oh, Kathy, you got snow too? Hey, Haley. Yeah, we're in Southern Illinois, so like we have winters where we barely get below freezing. Some winters it's really weird, like, and we'll like have flurries maybe, and then we'll have winters where we get lots of snow. Hey, Kate. And then we'll have winters where we get hard, just something moderate. But the kids were completely out of school all week. They were supposed to go back Monday, and I mean, there was just no way. And then the back roads were just ice. They slicked over, and it was crazy. So they haven't even went back from Christmas break yet. Oh my gosh, Randella, you in Texas, you got 8 inches in Texas. Sue, you did get snow, but it's cold. So cold to you is what? It's 40. Chrissy, you're in Texas and you were supposed to get snow. You didn't get much, huh? Yeah, I have employees that are down in the El Paso Juarez area, and they were supposed to get some snow too, and they just got like a little bit of ice on the streets, they said. Hey Fuzzy Butt, hey Lab, hey Lisa. Oh, Sue, 30s during the night. Okay, that is cold. I'll give you that. 30s is cold. Paula, you don't have any snow in Toronto? I think it's just crazy that it's like got so cold and snowy here in southern Illinois, but like north of us in Canada, y'all are not getting the snow. 8 inches in Oklahoma. I saw that Oklahoma got it. I have my good cousin, or my cousin who's like my sister, lives in Oklahoma City, and I saw they got snow. So I'm just working on some rubber duckies, the Nanashooknook Bubbles, the ducky, the keychain size pattern. I know that Heather had a live Wednesday night, and I sent her the link to this size and the bigger one, and she was making the big one, which is not the same. I have made the big one time, but I make the keychain one in jumbo yarn, size 7 yarn. This is I'm using Parfait Excel and Sweet Snuggles, and I'm using an 8mm hook. And I can usually whip one of these up without, when I'm not talking, I can whip one up in about 30-ish minutes. And I put good eyes on them, like glittery eyes, and I sell them for 15, which is pretty good. And I have done really well at markets with them, really. Hey Heather, I was just talking about you. Did you hear me? Were your ears burning? McHenry, Illinois. McHenry is up north. Yeah, like quite a ways up north from here. The company I work for actually has business units in McHenry. Thanks, Alyssa. This is Loops and Threads. It's a very, very light sea foamy. It's called Chalk Blue. It's kind of a really light teal sea foamy color. I don't know if it shows up on camera that way, but Eva is making her first snake. I think Tara would be proud. Crochet Gross pattern. I've seen people talking about that. I bought Saucy Puffin Crafts Itty Bitty Snake. I was hoping to make like some of those in some fun colors. And then I had a snake pattern I was working on like 3 months ago. I haven't seen anyone do what I was doing with my snake yet. And I'm just in the middle doing sitting birds. And so I haven't had a chance to finalize it and all that stuff yet. And probably by the time I do, somebody else will release something like it. But yes, Tara would be proud. She loves making snakes. Actually, she's probably not made a snake in a long time. I think she gets tired after so long. She likes to make the same thing over and over again, and then it's like, okay, don't want to make that ever again. I have to go shopping. You like it, Alyssa? It is pretty. I've had it forever. I think I used it on turtles, like as the body color, or the head and the flippers and stuff. Craft Lover, you're looking forward to my seagull pattern? Thank you. All of my testers have done a really great job. There's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 now? No, is there 16 of them? I think there is 15 or 16 people in the tester call. And they're all done early, and just getting me some pictures, and I might be able to release it earlier than I thought. So hopefully tomorrow or Sunday I'll get it all finalized. But I don't want to rush it, because I definitely rushed that pattern out to testers and like missed like several things in it. It was pretty embarrassing. Chrissy, you're making mittens for a friend? So fun. I've never made mittens. Crafty Suits is going to be the year of the snake. Oh yeah, and there's only so many ways I feel like to make a snake, but I haven't seen anyone do what I've done with it yet quite like it. So I don't know if it'll be unique or not, but I thought it was. Oh goodness. Heather's, you're working on a pattern of your own, hoping to release before the end of the month. Well, congrats. Is it your first pattern? Alyssa, how was my holiday? My holiday, I was kind of in a slump. 3, 4, 5, 6. I have one more row. I was just kind of in a slump. I was not my usual self over the holidays, and kind of wish I could rewind the doom all over again because I am so back to feeling like myself again. I don't know what like my vitamin D just dropped, and then I had some stuff going on with the kids or what, but I just did not feel like myself, and didn't feel like I got to enjoy Christmas like I normally do, which I hate. But I think everyone had a good holiday, and I enjoyed all my time off. I just didn't do as much as I normally would because I was also in a funk. But you to make your birds? You to make my birds? Yes, please do. I'm gonna do a little bit of two different feet options for the new one. And there's 4 birds in the second one. You're pattern testing for Kinder Knots, Paula. What are you pattern testing? Hi, Jennifer from South Dakota. Chrissy, you're gonna grab my pattern when it comes out. Thank you. I love the cardinal. Somebody did a blue jay mod too, which I was going to do like a couple free mods because it's really just some color changes on some of them, and it was really pretty. So I think we're gonna release that as a. I'll credit her, but I'll release it as a mod. The blue jay was really pretty too. Hi, Sonia from Lexington. Thank you, Sonia. Hey, Jenny. Oh, let's see. Missed somebody. Oh, it's your third one you released. I really a couple more. I haven't released them yet. Hey, Jenny. Yo, Polly, you're making a Miss Rachel doll. I want to get your bird pattern. Thank you, Lab. Okay, I'm at a point where I need to decrease around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, row 8 decreases. I have had people at markets ask me if I have a Miss Rachel doll, and I'm like, no. I haven't made any people besides my crochet or my scarecrow pattern was kind of like the most person-like thing that I did, but I didn't even release it. Sorry, Eva. Eva's the one that asked about it and didn't even release it yet. Yes, Heather. I don't know if you saw the Blue Jay mod in the tester call, but it was really pretty. It was really, really pretty. No, Heather, I was talking about how you made the rubber ducky, but you were making the big one the other night. I'm making the rubber ducky from Nanashooknook. Yeah, Eva. TBD, maybe. maybe I'll get to that. So on this pattern, I like to wait to put the eyes in, which she tells you to wait, but I like to do my chain like you make the head and then you chain out and then you start working your way down. It's no sew completely, but I like to chain out and work my way down a row and then place my eyes so that I know that they're like in line with everything. But I've done this pattern a ton, which is pretty crazy because I don't usually like to do the same pattern over and over again, but this one's just so fast. It's kind of just mindless and it goes quick, and it's really cute to have like a basket full of like little colored rubber duckies. So, and all colors do well. I've sold blue, green, hot pink one. It was really pretty. Okay, the last stitching is increase around the head. You got it. I can do that. Not a fan of making people. You made 4 of the rubber ducks, Heather, and the big one, right? Hey, Sloths and Stitches. Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh, I can't believe there's so many of you on here tonight. I was just trying to figure out what I was going to do to fill my time tonight, and I have been home all afternoon with the kids and the dog, and I pretty much watched the dog babysit the puppy all afternoon and didn't get a whole lot done. I'm like, I'm going to retreat to my room, and then I'm like, maybe I'll go live so I can actually have somebody, because I didn't get to talk to like anybody today. Thank you, Elaine. To keep you motivated and cheer you up. Oh, thanks. Hey, Jeanette. Thank you, Haley. Yep, like the live if you if you can. Thank you, Elaine. That's so sweet. The videos, making the videos really holds me accountable, and then just getting to interact with everybody is just so nice. It really saved me when I went back to my corporate jobs. Changed a lot in the last couple years, and they outsourced a lot of the work to other places, and so all my coworkers basically they either left because of that or they were let go. And so like when I go to work now, there's like nobody there to talk to, and some on a Teams meeting or whatever. Like I don't have any coworkers at work anymore either, and that I talk to very often, and so it's just kind of boring. But yeah, this knowing I gotta come on Sunday and talk to you guys, and that you guys will be interested in what I'm doing really keeps me going too. So, how's the puppy? The puppy is, let's see, she was 6 months old the end of December. She's teething, and she's chewing on everything. She's probably about as big as she's gonna get. She's a mini wiener dog, so she has gotten a lot bigger than she was, but she still kind of looks like a puppy, you know what I mean? Because she's so little. Yes, you guys are all my coworkers. See, right now I'm working and talking to my coworkers. That's exactly why I got on. I was like, I need some people. I need some people. Well, the ducks work with Sweet Snuggles Light. Yes, they will, Trisha. They'll work with anything. Actually, the pattern is written for like a weight 5 or 6 in a little bitty keychain size, and I have made one that's small like that. But you can definitely make them in a smaller size. The jumbo yarn just makes them, which you'll see when I get this one done. The jumbo yarn just makes them such obviously faster than regular Sweet Snuggles Light, and it just makes them such a good size that they're easy to sell at 15 because it seems like a deal. Hello, everybody. Hello, Monique. Yeah, it depends on how liking the live is different. If you're on the TV, you can like on my TV, I have like a Roku TV, and I have to click OK, and then it brings up the bar on the bottom, and then I can click up and over, and there's like a thumbs up button, and I can like it there. If I'm on my phone, I have to switch it back to vertical mode, and then go into the like exit out of the live chat and click like and go back into the live chat. Part of the job requires is chat with each other. Yes, Paula. Share tips, work together, share our processes. Where can you find the larger pattern for the rubber duckies? They're all Nanashooknook is the pattern. This is the one I'm going to show you on my tablet because it's going to be backwards, but this is the keychain version that Bubbles the ducky. But Nanashooknook, I don't know if you can see that. Nanashooknook. It's backwards probably, isn't it? If Heather has it, she can link it, or I'll put it in the description after the live. Okay, I'm back up the tail, and then I'm doing an increase at the end of the tail. And with Sweet Snuggles and Parfait XL, I use, thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Heather's going to try to get the link. If you can, make sure it's the keychain one. You went out and liked it, came back in. Oh, good, Heather. Thank you, Randella. But on the Sweet Snuggles regular size 7 jumbo yarn, I like to use, I've got 23 millimeter, I think. These are 23 millimeter flat backs. And then I have 2 sets out in case I decide I want to do another one. I've got yellow or like a 25 millimeter sinker. I like big eyes though. So if you like big eyes, then that's what I use on this size. Oh my, okay, there you go. Up the tail, back down the tail, single crochet around. Okay. did up the tail, back down the tail. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got 8. I did 8 increases, and then I went 3 up, increase, 3 down. Oh, somewhere I messed up. Hold on. There we go. No one's ever gonna know. Let's see. Oh, I missed something. I think I had my head down. You went to buy some iron the other day and you were sold out. I think there should be one set of each on there, Sue. There should be one set of flatbacks and one set of mystery eyes. I don't use paint. Actually, I use resin. And I have some gel nail polish that I back them with if I want to, and I cure them with a UV light. That's how I do mine too. Yep. I don't know, Fuzzy Butt Crochet, if she needs to be a moderator to post links. I can go on here if I have to and do it. It won't let me link it. Okay. I can do it. I'll figure out how to do it off of my tablet. Should have done that before. It's over 142 characters. She needs to be a moderator. Oh, maybe. Oh, why is there not a share button? Where is the share button? I guess I have to just grab it from the... Okay, let's share it. Copy. Let's see if I've got YouTube on here. I do. I'll turn my volume down in case I'm... Oh. Oh, it's giving me an ad. That's sweet. Okay, it linked it. I'll pin it. And I'm gonna go out, so I'm not in here. Oh, I don't want to see myself in 3 places. 2 is more than enough. Okay, let's go back to the pattern. Okay, hopefully you guys can see the link now. But yeah, see, the eyes should be in stock. I have one more flat back set, and I have one more of the sinker eye sets. So it should be. Let's go into listings. I'm working on changing all of my, yes, there's 2 of the sinkers and 1 of the flatbacks in stock. Okay. I feel like I missed questions in there. Paint do I use? No. Okay. I think I'm good. Okay. Oh, goodness. It'll probably take me like 45 minutes since I'm in the live and I'm talking and I'm distracted. And oh, Sue, you don't have to do that. Now, if you order over $35, it'll give you free shipping. Not that that matters, but like you'd have to order all 3 sets I have in stock or 2 sets and like a pattern to get you over 35 because it'll let you do that. And then the shipping's free. You basically get a pattern for free instead of paying for shipping. I do have more. I can stock them. I just I think, and I have more made. I just need to go pack them into boxes so that I know I won't oversell. Like I think I have several sets of both. I need to move my stitch marker before I forget to do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. Okay, back to my pattern. 24. Let's do it 4 rounds, single crochet. Yes, Sue, there should be, if you buy 2 sets, it's like $32, and then you buy a pattern. If you don't already own my pattern, one of my patterns, then you can like add a $3.50 or $4.50 pattern, and it takes like, the shipping will be $6 or $7, but you could buy the $3 or $4 pattern, and it makes it free shipping. This pair I'm going to use, I bought Saucy Puffin Crafts advent calendar, and in the advent calendar it was a 12 days of mystery safety eyes. So like you didn't know what colors you were going to get, but you picked your size. So I picked 25 millimeter, and I got they're all sinker eyes, and they're all offset pupils, all black, but I got I haven't used any of them yet. I think actually I may have used one set, but I'm going to use this, which I don't know if you can see that. It's really a cool like color shifting. Oh, it's probably not going to show up very good. It's kind of pink and green and silver. I'm going to use those on this rubber duck. I was going to make a purple one, but I don't have enough of a purple. I was afraid that I would be playing yarn chicken, and then that would make me mad. Because in the set there was like 4 sets of eyes that had purple in them, so I'm like, oh, I can make a purple duck, and I'm like, actually I can, and then I didn't have enough purple, which means I should go buy more yarn, right? Thank you, Haley. I'm definitely not an expert eye maker, but I do enjoy it. It's very when I need, my hands need a break, I just really enjoy concocting like the next color combination and figuring out like, you know, different techniques and stuff to do. And I've even got some really neat like larger glitters. Yes to more yarn, Alyssa. I knew y'all would back me up on that. I really don't need more yarn, honestly. I told Heather this earlier. Yeah, Eva. I could probably crochet this whole year and not run out of yarn and have enough to last through all my markets and all my stuff, I think. But will I do that? No, but I might slow down a little bit. I think a lot of people are kind of feeling that. I don't know, it's just like you see someone have a yarn haul and have like, oh, they'll have a new color or something come out, and you just, it's like so much FOMO, like if I don't get the color, and I need, it's so pretty, but the new Premier Parfait Chunky colors are so pretty, but I just destashed all my Parfait Chunky because it was just, the quality was just not what it used to be. And I moved to Posh in that size, and which I love because Posh has more structure to it and it's easier to frog and stuff, like for keychains and pattern designing and stuff. So I was gonna do a no buy yarn in January as well. And then I bought yarn. I'm gonna try Elise Veluto is the brand. I have one ball, and I think it's very similar to Burnett Baby Blanket. And I bought, they have a bunch of really nice browns. And so I bought some of their browns and just a few other colors that Burnett doesn't have. And I think I'm gonna be able to pair it with Burnett for like the animals and things and have more natural colors. So I did buy that, but I checked on it the other day and it hasn't even shipped yet. And it's like been a week and a half. So maybe not a week and a half. It's probably been a week because I think I made it like 3 or 4 days into January. And then I like realized that I don't hardly have any brown blanket yarn. And I'm like, I'm gonna at least need brown blanket yarn, but Burnett doesn't have a great selection. And the last Premier Basics chenille I got was rough. Like it was it's rough. It's not near like as good as the original Premier Basics chenille that I got the first few times I ordered it. So I don't know if it was just brown, the batch, or what, but it definitely was not as easy to work with. Okay. Okay, there's the round with the increases. No, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I'm working to the stitch marker, and then I'm going to be at the end. I forgot to put my eyes in, guys, which I can still get to them. We'll work to the stitch marker, and I'll put my eyes in, and then we'll do 2 rounds of decreases, and we'll be done. As well, I got to do the bill. I got to do the beak and stuff it. So I don't know how long. It's only been 21 minutes, and all I did before the live started was the magic ring, because with this yarn I have to do the magic ring, pull it almost all the way closed, and then do my single crochets in it, and then still have to pull it a little bit to tighten it, and sometimes it breaks, and I just really didn't want to do that on camera. Okay, let's see, this one, okay. Let's put these eyes in. So I like to flatten him, like where the crease is on the back, where he's just flat like this. And then it says rows 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to go in on one side, leave a couple stitches, and then I'll like be able to see across the front that it's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 stitches apart, and hopefully these backs go on easy with my tool. I haven't tried any of them, I don't think. My handy dandy Craft Easy tools, I love this thing, but I waited way too long to get down in here to do this, so hopefully it'll pop on. I think it went on, it just didn't snap. Oh, nope. If I can't get this eye on, I'm just going to use my flat backs, because I do not want to get up to go get my other weight bearing safety eye tool. Yeah, it's not going to go on. I'm going to have to use my other tool. Some of these backs that are like, some of them like this, have a hard time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, have a hard time with the clamp. Oh, that felt good. That one definitely went. And then, hey Shannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to use these eyes instead, because I couldn't get the backs on those, and I'm going to be lazy and not get up and get my tool, my other old tools out there, the one that I have to use for, some sinkers just don't work with the with this tool. Depending on how the back is made, it won't like, it won't clamp it the way that the hole is done. If it's like small enough, it like goes into the hole, and so then it won't push it down and around the post, I think is kind of what it does. So okay, they're on there. Got my eyes on. I ended up going with these. I painted these too. These are mine. What did Heather say? Oh, you're done with parfait. No, you're not, Heather. Way to go. Okay, eyes are on. Let's stuff him. Welcome, Robin, by the way. Oh, goodness. Thanks, Alyssa. Well, we might we might hear reports that it's getting better and be tempted You just never know. Someone stole the eyes. You mean someone ordered them? Hold on. I can add more because I know I have enough. Are you looking for sinker or flatback, Sue? The sinkers? Okay. Hold on. Sold out. It's because we were talking about them in here. I'll renew them and I'll put like 3. Okay, nobody steal Sue's eyes. This time. I'm actually gonna make more ice tomorrow. So I'll probably have even more than that. Okay, they've been renewed, Sue. Go on there and refresh my page. Oh, I can't believe it. Someone stole it, but thank you for the order, whoever it was. I can see you. Okay. Hi, Arts and Arthropods. I want to say your name's Bethany, and I knew that, but I'm afraid that it's not Bethany, and I'm going to say it wrong. So, no worries that you're late. We haven't done much. Just made most of a rubber ducky. Chrissy, I know I've seen everyone complain about the Sweet Snuggles light, and I've got one skein that's like that, and the rest of my Sweet Snuggles light up here is all old formula, thank goodness. So I'm still using it, and I'm hoping they're going to figure their stuff out before I need to get more. It's so sad. Like, I have one skein, it's the chicken nugget color. It's because I ran out of that color, and I ordered it, and it came in, and it was that it just was sheddy, and it was flat, and it was gross. But I saw, totally, so sorry. Car 025. Yes, I just saw today that Craft Easy Tools, the plier tool, which is what I use, I saw that they have an extra large nubbin for larger eyes, and I was going to look at it today and see if it'll work for the other types of smaller eyes too, or if it's just for like a larger hole. It's crazy how I remember that. I'll remember your name, Bethany, but not like things I should also remember. Thank you, Sue. Alyssa, yes, that's what I've heard. Like, the last time I went to Michael's in store was like right around Christmas. Well, a couple weeks before Christmas. No, I went 2 weeks ago, the weekend after Christmas, and it was half and half still. And I didn't pick up any because I was good on the colors that they had. They didn't have any of the colors, and I'm really not out of anything. So, but that stinks for those people that like use Sweet Snuggles Light as their main yarn. I mean, that, like, it just changes everything. It changes the size of everything you make. It changes the hook you have to use. It changes the textures. You can't mix the old and the new formulas that look like. It was bad. So bad. Okay. Thank you, Sue. Craft Lover, do you sell the eyes on your Etsy site? I do. I do sell them there. I don't know if I can reach it without like going really up close in person. I'm almost there. Yeah, I have them in these little boxes. There's 4 packs in there. This is a sinker box, but you get the sinker boxes. You get 120, 125, and 130, and then you get a mystery size that'll be either a 20, a 25, or a 30. If you have a preference of what you want your mystery size to be because you like use more smalls or more mediums or more larges, you could definitely put that in the notes, and I will see it, and I'll try to do that because like I just randomly, I mean, it's like every other one. Someone gets a 20, someone gets a 25, someone gets a 30. This one's got an extra 20 in it. And some people use the smaller eyes more than they use the larger ones and vice versa. So like if it's better for you, then you can always leave me a note. The flat back eyes, you get 2 23 millimeters and to 28 millimeters. So you know exactly what sizes you're getting, but all of them are mystery colors. You don't know what colors you're going to get, but I make sure that none of them are the same. That makes sense. Okay, back to the rubber ducky. Alyssa, yes, you use mostly Sweet Snuggle, so you have a plan? I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I looked, you know, I did like 3 different videos on trying to find a dupe for Sweet Snuggles Light, and I was unsuccessful. Not in that same texture and plushiness and thickness. And it was just sad. I mean, I found stuff that was exactly like Parfait Chunky, and I bought Hobie's Baby Snuggle and Honey Bunny, but it's more like the good Parfait Chunky. And so that's what I switched. Like if I want a smooth Parfait Chunky, like size 5-ish, because it says 6, but it's more 5-ish. I use that Baby Snuggle if I have the color. Bethany, do you remember when I reached out about the elephant? I need ideas on my next animals with that body style. I remember you reaching out, but I don't remember what it looked like right now. But I can look at it later if you're wanting me to look at it later. Yes, Craft Lover. I don't know that there's any in stock anymore because I think they just cleaned me out. But, bye, Paula. Oh, I have 1 set of sinkers left on there. But tomorrow I'm going to paint more. So tomorrow night or probably Sunday, I'll restock. Okay, 2 more rounds, guys. I can do this. Oh, Robin, someone posted a video today of the new colors. They made something with the new colors. I'm trying to think who it was. Dear Little Dudley, maybe. And it looked like in her video that it was pretty good, like as far as what, like the texture. But I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, but you might want to go look at that and see. But you ordered some of the new colors, hoping that it was okay. I hope so too. I mean, and really in reality, I think all yarns in the whole world are pretty much made in Turkey. And probably a lot of them are made in the same exact facilities as the other ones. And they're just, yep, made in Turkey. And I'm sure like Parfait Excel and Sweet Snuggles and, yep, made in Turkey. I mean, most of them are probably made in the same mills. And I think lot by lot and, you know, formula by formula, it's probably just, unless they just are having to change it. I don't know, it has something to do with like polyester fibers being so, the way that they make polyester fibers, it's hard to make them consistently. I don't know. Hey, Thrifty Crocheter. Oh, sorry, I just hit my stand. You couldn't help yourself. The minute I saw the new colors, I really wanted to go run and order them. But honest to goodness, I just would rather make something that turns out bigger in size, unless it's for a keychain. And I now make all my keychains in Posh, which I love because Posh and Naughty Ball have so much structure to them. And so I make them in that now, so I don't need it for that. So I just didn't know what I would use it for. Yeah, Robin will let us know. An honest opinion. Which is what it should be, guys. I love how sometimes you guys apologize because you're like, now I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. You don't be coming for me in the comments, but I mean, it is what it is. You want people to be honest. I mean, I would think you do. If everyone got on and raved about it and you tried it and it sucked, you would be mad. Like, wouldn't you be mad? Like, you want me, and that's why I don't do sponsorships either, because I'm just afraid that I'll be like, sure, I'll do something for you, and then I'll get it and I'll hate it, and then I will have committed myself to like telling you guys it's great when it's not. So, has anyone checked out the squishy yet? I haven't. Squishy, I had somebody use it for my pattern test, But I did go to I did go to Hirschner's website and I checked it out because someone, after I ordered the Elise Voluto yarn, someone, I did put it up on my story and someone messaged me and said they just ordered a new yarn too to try it, but that's what it was. It was the squishy. But I don't know what it's comparable to. I'm assuming that it's comparable to Parfait Chunky. Has anyone here used it and tried it? Is it more like Parfait Chunky size? I think when I looked at it, it was the same yards per 100 grams, which is what I look at. It was 100 grams, was like 130 something yards, which is what Parfait Chunky is, which to me means it's the same thickness or weight, in my opinion. I think it's what it was. I had to say that, especially since it was Mama Made Minis. They are pretty well known. Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean, Heather. I mean, kind of the same with like Anchor the Octopus. Like, and when I talked about Baby Hugo in my last video, I didn't think it was the easiest thing to put together, but I mean, I figured it out. But I mean, I was honest about it. I didn't say don't go buy it, and I didn't say that it wasn't a beautiful finished piece. I'm not going to tell you that it was the easiest thing I've ever done. Yeah, Randella, if you love Posh, try Naughty Ball yarn. And it's just a girl named Kayla who lives in Kentucky who had yarn manufactured. And it's the same consistency, the same structure, the same weight, and everything is Posh. I mix Posh and Naughty Ball yarn together, and she has 20 something colors. I have her color card. This is her color card. So she has all of these colors. It's 29. I love it. Kayla's Crafts 97, and the Kayla and the Crafts is with a K. It's backwards, I know, but Heather, I saw that too, video. Link took me to another Etsy shop. Well, the link is for the rubber ducky. Caro 25 said she bought Squishy, and it's just like Parfait Chunky, even the shedding. Yeah, my Etsy is appletreeboutique.etsy.com, which I can link that too if you need me to. If you're looking for my Etsy shop. Every time you go to Kayla's Crafts, she's sold out. I didn't think she was sold out right now. She just came out with a deluxe, but I didn't try it because if it's Posh consistency and it's bigger than Burnett, it will hurt my wrist. So I didn't even buy any of it. I am linking my Etsy shop for those that are wanting it. This would be easier if I just made somebody an admin that could do this for me, huh? I haven't had to have our moderator, I should say. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Remove that. Message retracted. I have had this Etsy shop for like 13 years now. And that's why it's different than my YouTube and why it's kind of, hopefully that works. Okay. So, do I feel like the Naughty Ball is a tiny bit bigger, Tammy? So, like, in all honesty, Naughty Ball, in my opinion, is just like the original Posh. But I bought some of the new Posh, the newer colors of Posh. Hey, Mariah. And I think that they're thinner than the original Posh. So, does that make sense? I think that I'm going to replace the pinned message with my Etsy shop. And the duck. I'll put the duck and my Etsy shop in the description when I'm done. But how do you find her site? It's I think it's Kayla's Crafts 97.com. Hold on. Let's see if that works. Kayla's Crafts 97.com. I didn't put www in front of it, but try that and see if that works. Yes, Tammy, the deluxe, I could tell by the way it was working up that it's so plush on the thread or the string or whatever you call it. And I could tell it was that, and how many yards were on in a ball in a skein for her. I'm like, that's going to be bigger than Burnett. And I feel like I'm assuming it's the same structure as Posh. And so, or her Naughty Ball regular yarn. And so I'm like, it's going to be so hard on my hands. I was going to show you one of her skeins, but all I have down here is Posh right now. Anyway, Posh came out with the chocolate fudge color. They came out with like a mushroom, I think it, or oyster something. I did buy it. I'm not even going to look. The exchange rate and shipping will be too expensive. Yeah, it probably will be if you try to buy it from our shop. Robin, has anyone tried Zaddy's yarn? Tara got 2 skeins of it to try, and I think it is a tiny bit bigger than Parfait Chunky, but denser. It's almost like Sweet Snuggles, but a little bit smaller, maybe. See what everyone else thinks. I didn't work with it, but she brought a thing over that she had made with it, and I just was looking at it, and that was kind of her opinion too. She didn't think she was going to be able to mix it with Sweet Snuggles Light or Parfait Chunky, because it was Parfait Chunky, I don't know, it was somewhere in between, maybe. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm closing up. And it says 52 minutes. I'm talking too much to make a duck in 30 minutes, obviously. I'm almost done. I gotta make the bill. Also remember, when you're stuffing the duck, to push out to the sides, and don't overstuff towards the opening so that they sit up. So I always like to push in and like kind of make a hole in the middle. My fingers like kind of down the middle, and then I fill the hole in so that it's firm, but don't overstuff right at the opening. And with this type of yarn, when you're closing it up, when you end this, you have 8. See, I knew it was more than 6. You have 8 that I'll do like 2, and then I will pull. I don't wait till the end to pull all 8, because then you could snap your yarn. So I do like 2, and then I pull. There it goes. It's shedding all over me. But I love this yarn. I like to go back over a few times and just secure. It's getting all over me. People though, like when I go to craft shows and like I make my big turtles out of this yarn, or Sweet Snuggles Light sometimes, and they just pick them up and they're like, oh my gosh, it's so squishy. Okay. Everyone tried. I can't talk in crochet. I lose count. Yes, Tammy. I think we all would. Hey, Dawn. Oh, and I got a skein of Sweet Snuggles Light the other day. Did a curbside pickup, so I didn't select it, and it was terrible. Yes. That's pretty much what everybody has said. Your surface crocheting the beak. 4 single crochets before the eyes. Yes, the Sweet Snuggles Light downfall is bad. The thing is that I'm sure, which, you know, by the time that they do, if they're going to do anything about it, by the time that they do a full, they use up their inventory, or they do a recall, or they fix and remake all of it and get it back out to the stores, it'll be months, and that's just sad. So I'm making a second row to my bill because I want to today. And I can. I lose things all the time in here. Okay. Carol, you're working with Naughty Ball right now and you like it? Good. I really like my Naughty Ball. I mean, it has its purpose. For sure. I wouldn't sell great, I mean, I wouldn't make a great big plushie out of it. Because it would be tiny. I mean, like, to make it great big, it would have to be tiny. Or a great big pattern, I guess is what I mean. Okay. Have I tried any zero gravity crochet patterns? Yes, I actually tested for her. She has a no-sew cow that like is laying down, like the shape like this. It was a really neat design I tested for her. And I think that that's it. I don't think I've actually bought any of her patterns though, but I do follow her. I love her brand new one that she just came out with. I've seen it. The Crochet Carpenter made it. Bye, Alyssa. Thanks for joining. Okay, rubber ducky's done. This is, sorry, this is Sweet Snuggles and Parfait Excel, size 7 yarn. Here he is. It's cute. He's adorable. No, this is not the same pattern Heather was using. Me and Heather had this conversation the other day. So Heather messaged me and said, hey, what pattern do you use for the rubber ducky? And I was like, well, I've made the big one. And I said, I make the keychain sized one in jumbo yarn. That's the one I use now. And I linked her both, but I think she only saw the second one that I linked, which was the big one. So that's the one she bought. And so she was making the one that's like 3 times this size. But this is the keychain one, which is like the height of my hand, if you can see him. This is the keychain pattern though on jumbo yarn. But so cute. Okay, do we start another one? It's been what, an hour? Yes, the Aurora Dragon is the one that Zero Gravity just came out with. I made the regular duck on Refined Vibes Retreat in jumbo yarn. And it was like, it was huge. It took me an hour, but I sold it at the very first market I took it to. I mean, it sold. I sold it for 25 bucks, which isn't bad. Being a, being something that just took you an hour. Thank you guys for the orders. You're so sweet. So, so sweet. Thank you guys. Okay. We're going to make a yellow one now. Yeah, when you sent me a picture of your duck, Heather, I'm like, that one looks like the jumbo one. And then when I was watching your live back, because I missed it Wednesday, I was like, yep, she's making not the keychain one. And then you were saying that it took you right at an hour, and I'm like, nope, not the keychain one, because the keychain one is a whole 16 rounds, and then the biggest round is 24. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's everybody else working on? I feel like I've been knee deep in birds for like the last several days. Yes, she did, Tammy. she moved. I can't remember. She said in her thing what area of Arizona she moved to, kind of. She was originally from there, I think. You should go meet her. She's a super sweet human. She's just like her videos. Okay. Thank you, Pocket Snuggies. Lab just finished making 7 chicks and eggs. Pocket Snuggies making cats and snakes. Randella's making, oh my gosh, it's going so fast. I can't keep up. I'm going to have to go into it in here. Live chat. Oh, you're making the Mabel chicken into a lovebird. Cindy's knitting a sweater. Knitting. Yay. That's fun. Craft Lover is making baby sharks. Monique did a couple of owls. Elaine, I think I bought your last set of birds. Thank you. Here just finished a snake, snarting on the pig. I'm making Philip the puppy from Teresa's new book. I got that book for a Christmas. I made a giant chicken to display with the chicks and the eggs. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Deb. Sorry, I didn't know what else to call you. Chrissy's still working on mittens. Working on a Chubby Dino Carol in the Naughty Ball. Lainey's making bees. Tammy's making mini octos for a market tomorrow. Good luck at your market tomorrow. I don't have a market until February 22nd. Thank you, Craft Lover. You bought the rooster. I love the rooster. He's hilarious. Make him in jumbo yarn sometime. I still have him, but he is so funny in jumbo yarn. He's also funny in smaller yarn too, but I think he's just so derpy. The sitting birds are just derpy. Nathalie, nothing. Looking at the live. I do that sometimes when I'm not crocheting and I'm watching somebody's live. I just watch the live. Snuggles and Lovies. Lisa's working on Snuggles and Lovies. Obviously, I'm working on a rubber duck. Second one. For, how did you see the chicken, Sue? Did she show it to you and didn't show it to me? Is that what you're telling me? Amy's making Robin's dumpster fires. Cool. I feel like everyone and their dog then released a pattern for dumpster fires the last couple months. Yeah, Sue. I know she likes more now. Oh, and Heather's seen it. Thanks, guys. Still haven't tried a Levy yet. I did buy patterns, but I don't know. I'm intimidated for some reason. I know if you saw Heather's review or Heather's video last Sunday, was it last Sunday or week? Yeah. Deb, but she talked a lot about she had tried different styles and which one she liked the most and why. So check that out if you haven't. Yeah, Heather. Robin, send Stacy a picture. Stacy now needs to see the chicken. Of course, I can see it probably on Sunday. Yeah, Sue. Now so this week after making birds, I decided I'm like I needed to buy some new patterns, but I wasn't feeling inspired by anything in particular, and I couldn't really find anything on Etsy like just by scrolling because I didn't like there's so many crochet patterns on Etsy, and unless you say crochet dino pattern or something a little more um, specific, you just get so many random patterns and it's just so hard to go through them all. And because I didn't have any particular animal in mind, I just wasn't finding anything. So I went through, I thought I'm going to go on my Instagram feed and I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to, the first 3 patterns that either someone's promoting that's released or someone made that they tagged the designer in, I'm going to buy them. And so that's what I did. I scrolled through Instagram, and the crazy thing was, is it took me forever to find a pattern that like had somebody tagged, and what was promoted. I felt like, I don't know, my feed was like full of junk, but anyway. Um, and I did pass up one because I knew I wouldn't have time to make it before Sunday's video. But I found 3 patterns, and I think they're all from designers that I've never even made anything from that designer before. So it's kind of fun. I'll talk about it obviously on Sunday's video. It's okay, Robin, that you showed Sue and Heather. I showed Heather one of my patterns I made this week and didn't show you guys. Firehouse Subs is so good. Are you talking about Firehouse Subs? There's not one very close to me though, so I don't get it very often. You're low on keychains and lanyards, so we're going to do some of those tomorrow. That's fun. Keychains are on my list to make this next week. Craft Lover asked me what size hook I'm using with this jumbo yarn. I am using a size 8, an L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more row of single crochets. Sorry, Sue. Me and Heather were talking about my birds or something, and I'm like, here's what I'm working on. And I just happened to send her a picture of it. Because I think I just finished it. You know, for some reason, so like, I don't know, if I have a compression sleeve on, which I just try to wear every once in a while, and definitely when I'm using Burnett or jumbo yarn. But if Burnett's old formula or has like is kind of rougher, it makes my wrist hurt because it's like it doesn't glide on my hook like it should. But this is such a plushy, soft yarn that it doesn't, like, it's a bigger hook than I use with Burnett, but it doesn't hurt my wrist. That makes sense. Because it's just such a plushy yarn, it just glides on my hook. So it's like, it's not hard on my wrist to use it. So when I need a break, like I worked with Burnett and Premier Basics Chenille a lot this week, and with the birds, and then my Instagram reel pattern finds, that I just really needed a break from Burnett. Thank you. I've never worked with jumbo yarn. You might like it. You might like it. Robin, I like the new Burnett. I hope it stays that way. Yes, so much of my new Burnett feels really, really good. Sorry, my nose itches when I work with this yarn. It's like the fluffies like get in my nose. Jumbo hurts for me because of the darn plastic hooks. Well, this is that cheap set I was telling you about. You asked me what hooks I use for, and it's like this little bag, super cheap on Amazon, and it goes up to a 10. It goes up to a 10 and they're metal. I mean, I think they glide fine. 1, hold on, 1, okay. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, after you asked me that question, I remember Elise Rose Crochet did a whole video on her husband using some kind of tool, like an engineering tool, that read the smoothness of her hooks, and it was talking about like it went from cheap Dollar Tree ones to like all different brands of hooks, but she uses inline hooks, and I don't like inline hooks. So the ones that were the smoothest, that the yarn glided, whatever, more on her hook. Um, and I won't use them because they're inline. And so after you asked me that question, I'm like, it would be a neat experiment to see if I can find a set of metal hooks that maybe did glide a little bit smoother. I mean, I think this metal's fine. I mean, I have 3 sets of these. That's what I started. I have normal hooks I have had forever, but um, I bought 3 of those. I keep one in here, I keep one in the living room when I crochet in there, and then I keep one in my project bag because they're only like $15, and you get 2.5 all the way up to 10s. Plus there's stitch markers in case you get in a bind and want to use the generic ones, and there's embroidery needles in there for $14.99. She had a light up set that was interchangeable. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that. It was a very interesting video. I thought it was really neat video about the smoothness of the hooks. She has some really neat ones sometimes. Well, she just seems like a sweetheart. So I guess when I learned how to crochet, I learned on probably Susan Boy hooks, like the metal ones that you just get from like Walmart, when I was really young. And I don't know, I'm a pencil holder, or a knife holder, sorry, I'm a knife holder. Um, and when I use an inline hook, it slips off. It has something to do with the way I um, move my hands when I crochet, but my yarn will slip off an inline hook like every 3 or 4 stitches, and it would just frustrate the crap out of me, like so bad. I would get so frustrated because I wanted so bad. I bought some really pretty like Fire hooks and Furls hooks, and I wanted so bad to be able to use those really pretty inlines, and I just can't. I have to have the deeper, and I think it has something to do with the like especially these tapered hooks have a really deep groove in here. I don't, you probably are just seeing my face, but they have a really deep groove underneath this hook. And on an inline hook, I just feel like, because it, like, I don't know, something about it, and the way I hold my hook, I just can't use them. And if I yarn under, but I yarn over. One of my resolutions this year, last year I did this for a week, but one of my resolutions this year was to maybe try to get used to doing yarn under, because so many patterns are written for a yarn under, and I feel like sometimes because it makes my stitches taller, that my patterns don't come out looking the same as some designers because I yarn over. Also, when you work with my patterns, I design them for yarn over, because that's what I do. And so when you make them in yarn under, me and Robin were talking about this, they might be more squatty because yarn under is more compact. So like if you make the sitting birds, and you yarn under, they might be more squatty than mine because I yarn over, so mine have height to them. You like clover hooks? I do appreciate the furl hooks I got from you, but I found myself move away from them too. Yeah, you love clover too. I bought a couple special handled ones that were clover, and I didn't like the handles, so I never really got a chance to love the clover end. But I definitely hate plastic, and I can't stand the sound of yarn squeaking on a hook. So if it squeaks, I can't do it. Yeah, so yeah, me and Heather were talking about that. The clover hooks, the bigger ones, are plastic. Well, I bought ones that had like a resin, like a specialty glitter resin handle by like a Peach and Page is who it was on Etsy. It was like a specialty shaped resin hook. Not, it wasn't silicone, and it like if I was hot or my hand was sweaty, or like it just rubbed my hand weird, and I didn't like the resin hooks. I like these silicone handles, like these cheap ones. They just have these rubber handles. They're rubber. Okay, I'm to the point where I need to kind of pay attention to going up the tail real quick before I can just do rows of single crochet and yap again. I have no idea how long I'm going to stay on here, guys. No idea. I think going into the opposite side of the chain is just something that just takes some getting used to too. 2, 3. Increase. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hello, all. Use wax paper on your hook and it will eliminate the squeak. Thank you, Diana. I think someone else had said that one time, that they do that. I train myself to yarn under for amigurumi, yarn over for anything else. Took a while to get used to. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do, Elaine, is, and I can do it if I can sit here and slow down, and I can yarn under, but it's something, the way I hold my yarn, like I don't wrap it around my hand a ton, but the way I hold my yarn is up in a way, and so to grab a yarn under, it's like I have to do, or I need to figure out a new way to hold my yarn in my hand or something. So I don't know, we'll see if I can get myself to figure out a comfortable way to do it. That I really love the definition of a yarn under stitch. Heather, you tried it for half a day. Now, if I was making a lovey, like the lovey body or a snuggler body, I would want to do it in, I'd want to do it in yarn over, I think, kind of like you would a blanket. Okay, I have one more stitch and I'm going to put my stitch marker in, and then we're just single crocheting around. Okay. Where is Tara? Well, Tara is, did I lose my stitch marker somewhere? Oh, no. It's right here. It's right here, guys. Tara is, when she doesn't live here, she's moved out. So she's only, I'm with her at markets and stuff, but she's not here. She's my only kid that's moved out. You like the rubber grips? They help you keep my hook from turning around. You used yarn over for 50 years, Sue? Well, I learned how to crochet when I was probably 8 or 9. I won't tell you how many years ago that was, but definitely wasn't 50 years yet. But I find it hard just because I too have done it for a really long time. How much do I sell my Rowdy Rooster for? I am selling my City Birds. I think I talked about this in my video on Sunday. I think I'm going to do, I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to put 18 on them, like in Burnett Blanket. I'm going to put 18 on them. I think I'm going to have to do 15 though. 15 for the Burnett blankets and 20 for the jumbo yarns. But I've gotten really fast at them because, I mean, I've just done so many, and like I don't even have to think about the wings and the feet, and they're all just like so similar, and the beaks and stuff are similar. Oh, Olive Tom, this is my first live with you. Hi. You're a converted yarn under girly. So it is possible, is what you're telling us. It is possible. I feel like if I could just get myself to do it for a few days, But I know I did it like I did it on, I can't, it was an All From Jade project. I'm trying to think what it was. It was something small. It's like a whale maybe. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this whole thing in yarn under. And I just remember like every stitch, and then I'd catch myself just like, and I'd have to frog it back. Oh, on the live, yeah, she doesn't live here, so she not here to be in the live with me. She was here one time when I did a live because I think we were here. I think she brought her stuff over to pack up for the market maybe or something, or she just happened to stop by because sometimes she has to go by our road to and from work through the week. So sometimes she's still in our like family group chat, obviously with my other kids. And so sometimes when I send out what I made for supper, she stops by and eats my food. So you use the same crochet hooks for so long that you wore off the sizes. That's awesome, Sue. Chrissy, you switch back and forth. I don't know if my brain would do that. Maybe it would. Like maybe, you know, because I'm thinking, man, if I yarn under and then I pick up a blanket, would I be able to go back? Yeah, that's probably true, Deb. I think, I don't know. I did 15 on the Naughty Ball sized prototype and it sold, but it was much smaller. And the cart, they're bigger. I don't have one where I could just grab it without putting my butt right in front of my phone camera. So, but in Burnett, I mean, they're a decent size. They're about the same size as these rubber ducks, but there's more detail to them. I sell the ducks for 15 because they're faster. But I need to probably just sit down and really time myself doing one and see. 20 for the Burnett in Canada. Oh, Deb, sorry. Joining my live. She is with her boyfriend. Probably snuggled in watching a movie or something. Probably has no idea I'm even on YouTube. Excuse me. Let's hydrate, guys. We need to hydrate. Okay. Oh man, guys, this one's gonna be so much faster than the last one I did. I'm already down to like 3 rows left. Yeah, maybe next week I'll do a live. I thought about doing a live while I painted safety eyes and then kind of letting chat like kind of pick color combos or something, you know, but I have to do those out in my living room at my big dining room table or at my kitchen island. So to do a live, I would have to be out there where everybody is. Hold on. 12, 13, 14. Oops, I went past it. There we go. I forgot the eyes again. Guys, you're not doing a very good job reminding me. I'm just kidding. It's not your fault. I'm going to try these eyes. So I did, I painted these when I ordered from AliExpress. AliExpress is where I get my eyes. And they accidentally sent me 2 bags of 25 millimeter eyes that have this really cute highlight in them. See the little highlight? The little white dot is like made into the plastic. I can keep that from there. Maybe you can see it. So I have, I didn't want to put them in my sinker eye sets because they don't advertise that they're going to have that highlight. So I just painted a few. Last time I did them, I painted a few for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to use a pair of those if I can get these backs on with my tool. Let's see. I think these backs are different than the Saucy Puffins Crafts ones. Ugh. This tool really is easy to use, guys, but these eyes are just, oh, it popped in. I did get it. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the little highlights, so cute. Hold on, I'll show you. Somebody asked me a question that I don't see. Lisa, eyes. What did you say about eyes? Sorry. Lisa's message just says eyes. How often do I take breaks when I'm crocheting? So I started to do way better at one, stretching before I start crocheting. Ooh, heard that. So stretching before I start. And then I also, when I do start to feel little twinges, I stop and stretch again, or I will get up and take a break. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. See them? The little highlight in them. So it just depends. I mean, being that there's so much going on in my house, I feel like all the time. Eyes, just a late reminder. Oh, okay. Oops. Gotta do my eyes. Carol, okay, question on it too. I got one on Amazon and I couldn't get it to work on the bigger eyes. Where did you get that one? Okay, so Heather had the same problem. She ordered one, a generic eye plier on Amazon too, and she couldn't get it to work either. But this is the patent pending Craft Easy Tools. Oh, you probably can't see that, but Craft Easy Tools is the name of this. And it's just a small business run by, I think the guy's name is Mike, and it's not a super cheap tool. Like, I think I paid $30 for the tool, but it is so nice to just like be able to, sorry, I'm having stuffing issues here. I'm like, why does it look so weird? But yeah, I paid $30 for it, but I love that, like, I can the safety eyes, the sinkers before, I love the look of a sinker eye, but I was having to get off the couch, put down a blanket or soft thing and get my tool. And then I was having to like put all my body weight on the eye, press it on. And it was just, I even cracked a pair one time doing that. And then I cracked them, but I mean, I got them on, and then of course you can't get them off. So then I had a cracked eye on a pair that then I had to put on the thing. Bye, Sue. Thanks for joining. I basically had to put on the thing that the eyes were cracked, but they shouldn't break. I mean, they're just like, there was like a little crack in the plastic. Not in the backer, but in the actual front part of it. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to invest the money. I mean, and to be honest with you, I ordered, he's got a patent pending, and he had to pay a lot of money, I think, for these molds and stuff for production. And this strength of plastic's probably not extremely cheap. And the minimum order quantities that they have to place are probably pretty high. But I ordered at the very, very beginning, and I loved it. Well, about a week before Christmas, I was putting in some really hard sinker eyes, and it broke like right along in here. So I sent them a message and I said, hey, I was installing a pair of safety eyes. My tool just snapped right here. Hadn't had a problem before. Is there any kind of a warranty or whatever? And he replied back like immediately and was like, hey, we did have a few of our very first run that have broke there. at a certain spot or that have broke. I said, well, he said, well, you send me a picture of where it broke at. And he's like, and then if it broke in the weak place, the other one's broken, he says, and send me the order number that you ordered it on. And I'll know that it was part of the first run, and I'll send you one out right away. So I sent him a picture and my order number, and he replied back right away. And he said, that's exactly where the other ones had broke. And so he's like, he says, I'll send one out right away. And I got the new ones like 4 days later. I mean, he sent them out right away. So, and I've used this pair for the last 3 weeks or whatever. I haven't had an issue with it. So yes, Lisa, I love my Crafty Eye tool. I really do. And I've tried a couple times to set up an affiliate account because I mean, I would promote it because I use it, and that way people would just have a link to buy it through, or even a coupon code or something, and never did hear back. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but then I forget about it when I'm like, but I need to send another email. I'm like, dude, I would help you sell these. I love my tool. I mean, and I'll promote it if it's something that I like. Sorry, Timeless Jan. I miss your question? You asking me what I was making? Sorry. I'll link it in the description after the live, but yes, it's Carol, are you talking about the new XL nubbin that they just released? I don't have that. We were just talking about that earlier. The actual regular pliers come with this, it's like a little bar that kind of like holds the pliers together, and it has two different sizes of nubbins in it. But because of the size eyes I use, big eyes all the time, I've only had to one time put in the second smallest one, the top one time when I was doing some 10 millimeter eyes. I think I had to put that in. Otherwise every other 14, my 14 eyes snap on by themselves. The 16s on up, I can just use the no hole. But I use it on my 14s snap on really well without it, but I use it on 16s and higher. But yeah, Carol, if I'm going to go look though at the XL nubbin and see if it helps with different styles of eyes or if it just helps with bigger eyes, because I've used this up to the 30 millimeters and it's been fine. Like I don't have a problem with it the way that the eyes that I use are. And I don't know that I'll ever use anything bigger than a 30. So no, Deb, I don't use it. I do have some 12s that have like a harder plastic backing that seems to be harder to snap on. And I have used it. That's when I put that tool on there one time, the different nubbin or whatever. Oops. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to stuff it up. You're welcome, Robin, by the way. You were struggling so bad in your videos, and I was like, I'm so gonna send this to her. But then I never had used it on the dome back eyes, and that's what you were having troubles with. And I'm like, watch me send this to her, and she gets it, and it won't work for the dome backs, but it did, so I'm glad. Or watch me send it to her, and while it took forever for some reason. I don't know if they were waiting on a shipment or something, but it took forever for them to ship robins out to her, and the mail took forever. And I thought she's going to end up ordering one. Someone's going to tell her I'm going to go order her one before I get a chance to get it to her. I wish I could send you all one. But it really is like someday I'll put together a video of just like some of the things that I love to use in my everyday crochet stuff that it's just nice to have. That's one of them, is that tool. I am, yes, Deb. On the smaller, like 22 and under, the bigger domes, I get out the sledgehammer. Still get out the sledgehammer. Deb, I can send you a link for AliExpress. Someone messaged me, I think it was on Instagram even the other day, maybe just yesterday, and asked me that same question. Bye, Teresa. Thanks for being here. But yes, I can. It's I shared it in one other live that I did. It's like Mackenzie's store, I think is the name of it, like on Ali, but I'll link it. I don't know if I can find it fast enough to link it in here. So I'll have to sign in. We'll see if I can find it and link it below. If not, I'll put it in the description. Or you can send me an Instagram message if I don't get it added. That's like you use a hammer and that to put yours on. Now Tara bought Crojo Mojo, I think Crojo Mo or Crojo. I think it's Crojo Mojo. Tara bought Crojo Mojo's tool, which is like a clamp that they converted into a safety eye tool, and she bought that and she loves it. Neither one of us loved sinker eyes before because we had to just keep getting up and hated it, and then risk breaking them, and it was just a whole thing. And so now that we both have some way to AliExpress is not letting me sign in. And if it won't let me sign in, I can't find the link, guys. Okay. There we go. I use it on 6mm eyes. I use it in Robin's tiny turtle powder. That was very kind of you. Oh, no, use it for 8mm and up eyes. I use it on, yeah, pretty much every eye. Except for, like, you saw me struggling with these. And something about, I don't know what it is, something about some of the shapes of the backs of the eyes just don't, my orders don't have the space or the room, or I don't know what it is, but they just don't. Are you wanting, Deb, are you wanting plain eyes to paint, or are you wanting like the ones I have, the glitter discs? You want flat backs or sinkers? Does it matter? Or do you just want the store where I buy them and has everything? Because I mean, I can give you a link for, I guess here, I'll give you the link for the store, and then you just have to search through that store. Does that make sense? Oh, Carol, I hope you like it. It always sometimes makes me nervous when people like spend the money and that they will end up liking it, and but I hope you do. Okay. Okay, come on, chat. Hi, Paul. Okay, I think that's the store, if that'll work. If that works, that's the store I buy all of my eyes. I buy my sinkers, my flat backs, the ones that have backs. There's like bulk packs of clear ones that don't have backers, like discs for them, because I paint them anyway, so I don't need the backers. Hi, Suzanne. But yeah, that's the store I buy all of mine from. I think when I first started, there's one other store that I tried some from, but I didn't like them as much. And I don't think it was any fault of the store. It was just when I got them in, I just didn't like the style. Good evening. I don't know how much longer I'll stay on, guys. I'm finishing up my second rubber duck. I'm putting the bill on. Paul, that sounds so pretty, a V-stitch blanket. I haven't finished a blanket in forever, and honestly, guys, I started one for my dad for Christmas, and I got in such a funk at Christmas time that I haven't picked it up, and I didn't get it done, and I feel horrible about it. Okay, so how do you know if they're sinker or not when you go to buy them? So that's why I was asking, because some of the listings, you can definitely see, like, look through all the pictures of the listings and all of the colors, and you can see the backings that they show. They're going to show, or if they show you the sides of them. So like a sinker eye from the side is really thick like this. So if you see how thick that is, oh, I just dropped that one. I'll find it later. Here's the other one. It's really thick, and it has fuzz on it, and it'll have a back like this. So when you're looking at the pictures, you don't want, this is a sinker eye. If you're wanting flat backs because you don't like sinker eyes, so these are my flat backs. So they're more dome shaped, and the back is, they don't have a straight side on them. Here, I'll flex you. That makes sense. And the backs to those, let's see if I can find backs, look like this. They're flat, like flat discs. I'll take one out of here. Let's see it. This is a flat back. So it's just really thick piece of plastic. And so that's the difference. And some of the listings, they don't show you the backings, but you can kind of see the sides of the eyes enough to tell if they've got like height to them and they have to have probably a sinker back to them or not. If you're wanting flat backs, they're definitely, sinker eyes are more common. So if you're wanting flat backs, for sure, let me know, and I'll send you the link to the flat back listing for that store. No problem. No problem. Paul says I should crochet a blanket. I have made several blankets in my lifetime. I just haven't taken the time to do one in years. And then I got in a funk, and then to pull myself out, I needed to do small, quick things. I take it all. I only use the black ones from Amazon, and everyone else's looks so cute. I do all the stuff from when I was painting rocks. So I have resin and lights also. Awesome! Are you excited for any new and upcoming patterns that you have seen? I'm trying to think. There was something I tried, or I tagged. There was a little bitty no-sew lobster. Is it the Foxton? I'm going to have to go now into my Instagram. I applied to test it. Bye, Randella. Thank you for coming. Bye. It's 11 o'clock there, Heather. Yes, you need to go. Thank you. Thank you for testing the birds. Enjoy your 3D fishy printing. The lobster is the only one that comes to mind right now. I'm trying to think who it's by. I applied to be a tester for it and didn't get chosen. And then I gave my friend Heather from Freckle Brunette Creations a hard time because she got chosen, and I'm like, I wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to do that. She's like, it is so fast. Okay, let me go in there and see who it's by. Because if I'm going to talk about it, I need to give you the designer's details because that's only fair. Oh, come on. Where is it at? Well, guys. It's either the Fox Den Mom Life or the Friendly Red Fox. I can't remember. I really thought I'd be able to find it right away. I think it was Fox Den Mom Life. Yeah. It's probably neither. I'm going to be like, what am I talking about? Okay, it is the Fox Den Mom Life lobster. I'll show it to you on my tablet. Ow, pinch my fingers. This one. It's little bitty lobster. It's like a little bitty no-so lobster, but it's being tested right now. Don't know when it's coming out. Okay. I'm sure you guys asked me questions since I just like totally. Am I excited for any? I answered that. Have I tried the Crochet Zaddy snake patterns? I have not tried those. I love the birdies. Which do I prefer, sinker or no, Deb? It just depends on what I'm making. So I just finished this, and one thing to note too, like these are a flat back and these are a sinker. They look about the same size here, but the blue flat backs are 23s and the green one is a 25. And because sinker eyes sink into the yarn more, like they don't look as big to me. So like to me, you have to size up a little bit more to get the same look because these sit on the top of the yarn. So like the edges are like right here. And the edges for a sinker are like way back in here, like pushed into the yarn. So like it's definitely sunk into the yarn with like kind of concaves. You see it there. And then these kind of sit on top. Does that make sense? Carol asked, do you have to have a online presence to be a tester? All the tester calls I've done so far, I want them to have a public crochet account on Instagram. They're all my testers happen on Instagram, and I ask that they have a public crochet account. One, so I can see their work and know that they know how to crochet and that they crochet. And I want to make sure that they're not such a beginner that they're making things that are like holy or totally not stitched inside out or whatever it might be. I want new people, but I want to make sure that they're new enough to at least be stitching the correct way, using the right size hooks and things for their work, so that they don't have issues like that impeding them being a good tester for the pattern. Does that make sense? So I do require them to have a public crochet account on Instagram, and I do go into their account and check their pictures if I don't know who they are. And there's been several that, one, they don't follow the rules. Like I'll say to like and follow me, and I'll go to pick them, I'll go to their Instagram and realize they're not even following me. I'm like, you didn't follow the rules. But anyway, so or I'll go to their account and I'll see that they're so new. They have like one picture and it's like really not it's like the first plushie they made and it was 6 months ago. And it's not maybe that good. So I have no idea how good of a crochet they are, and so I just don't pick them. So, which is just sad. Okay, here's my duckies, guys. One thing I did do on these, which Heather did, so many fuzzies. Heather did on hers the other day was I did an extra row of single crochets on the bill. And this is Sweet Snuggles regular. Sweet Snuggles regular and Parfait XL. Both size 7 plus yarns. Okay, anybody have anything else? I'm going to have to go. I think I'm going to get off of here. How long have I been on here? Oh my gosh, almost 2 hours, y'all. Okay. I have to get off of here, and I got to work on doing my edits to my new Sitting Birds pattern that's going to come out in the next couple days. And I got to work on I need to get some new pictures taken that are more clear of what some of the samples, that kind of stuff. That stuff takes so long too. People don't even think about how long it takes to, like, every time there's a different type of item, you know, or stitch or something unique about it, you got to think about taking a picture while you're making that item or that piece, and having a picture of that part, and then describing like where you're going to insert your hook at, because this is different than something else, like things like that. And so, like, having to take all those sample pictures is just definitely is something that takes up time you don't think about. And then it makes, after I finish everything, it makes me remake stuff again sometimes, because I have to take all the pictures of pieces or something that I need so that people have clarification. So but yeah, so I got to do that, and then I'm gonna have to finalize some of that tomorrow or Sunday, and then I'll make some more safety eyes, get some orders out that you guys placed for safety eyes. And anyway, Carol, not a problem. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my YouTube. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you guys were here. Bye, Monique. Bye, Fuzzy Butt Crochet. Bye, Deb. Bye, Sloss and Stitches. Okay, guys, I'm going to come off. Here's my decks. Nanashooknook is the pattern designer. I'll put it down in the description because it was on the live chat. But if you're watching this after the fact, you will need the link. So I'll put that down there. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys for being here. Robin, you had a chatty group. I know, it was nice. I'll see you guys. Bye. Have a good one. We'll see you Sunday. Night.